Hi everybody! Welcome back to Acting with Billy. Thanks for joining us. Today, our episode is about puppets. And guess what? I'm a puppet. And I'm hosting this show today. Me, Billy.
Billy! Are you trying to take over my show?
No.
Welcome back to Acting with CJ and Billy. Today's show is all about puppets.
That's awesome. Puppets are the best.
I'm going to show you how to make your own puppets, and later on we're going to interview someone whose job it is to be a puppeteer.
Awesome, CJ.
Yeah. Do you know that puppets come in all different shapes and sizes? You can have string puppets, you can have hand puppets, you can have shadow puppets. I can't wait to start making hand puppets with you guys. Let's get into it. I just love puppets. They're so much fun, and they're a great way to start creating characters. Look at this little guy that I made. I'm going to show you how to make him just using things around the house. So, let's get started. So we're going to grab an A4 piece of paper, and we're going to long ways fold it down the middle. Then what you need to do is grab one side and fold it into the middle, and grab the other side and fold it into the middle. And then it will look a little bit like a book. Then what you need to do is fold that in half. So now it looks a little something like that. Now you need to fold it in half again. Make sure you get your crease there, because then you're going to open it and you're going to fold one side into the crease and the other side into the crease. And then you're going to fold it that way. And I'm sure you can see your puppet coming together now. Now, if you have a look on this side, you'll notice that you have some little spots where you can put your fingers. And then what you can do is you can grab some textures and you can decorate your puppet by giving it some eyes. And then you can give your puppet a voice and a name. Well, hello! My name is Wendy. Wendy. Next up, we're gonna make sock puppets. Sock puppets are the most easy puppets to make in the world. You know when you do the laundry and there's always one sock left over? Well, grab it and then pop it on your arm. And then you have a puppet. Hello, my name's Socky. Then, if you want to, you can add things to it to make it decorated. So you could put googly eyes on, or you could use pipe cleaners, or you could just use texture. Here's one I made earlier. Yeah, hello. I'm camo. Yeah, camo. The last puppet I'm going to show you how to make today is called a paper bag puppet. And you can pretty much make one with any paper bag that you can find. But I found this one, which is actually a huge paper bag. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw on a face, and then I'm going to put my hand in him, and this is going to become his mouth. Let's see how I do it. Green eyes. Funky eyebrows. Goofy face. And I feel like this puppet looks a bit like something that would eat rubbish, don't you think? I am the garbage puppet. I eat garbage. When you finish creating your puppets, it's really fun to then create a character. So give them a name, like I called this guy Camo, and then give them a voice, because that's half the fun. Hello, I'm Camo. And then, what does your character want? If you think about it, the Cookie Monster really wants cookies. So what do you really want?
I want to be your friend, CJ.
I want to be your friend too, Billy.
Yeah.
Yay! Now we're going to meet Stu, whose job it is to be a puppeteer. Hey, Stu!
Hi there, CJ, and hi everyone watching Acting with CJ.
Stu, how did you get into puppeteering?
Well, I actually started off by working at the Constable Care Child Safety Foundation. Now, if you're from Perth, you may actually know what that is. It's an educational show that goes around all schools throughout WA with a very famous character here called Constable Care. And I'm really lucky because I get to puppeteer Constable Care as well as puppeteer a lot of his other friends as well. Now, I've been doing that for a few years, and ever since I started working at Constable Care, I decided I was going to do some other puppets as well, and even set up my own business, making my own shows.
How do you decide what kind of character the puppet will be?
What I do is first I have a little look at the puppet. In fact, I've got a brand new puppet that I'm going to show you, and maybe we could all decide together how he's going to speak. This is my friend, Cramp. Okay, now, Cramp is a very unique puppet because not only does he have this amazing mouth with this really big tongue, he's also got hands that are a bit like gloves. So, if I put my hands into his hands, look at that. Suddenly he's able to gesture just like I can. Now he's only got 3 fingers, so it's a little bit different, but it means he can point, he can think, he can scratch his chin, he could even, I don't know, give you a high five, but not at the moment because we're practicing social distancing. Now, you'll see he's got a big flappy mouth as well. Now I can decide whatever I want him to sound like. So, maybe he has a French accent. Oh, sacré bleu, like a little croissant. Maybe I can make him sound like a kid. I sound like Elmo.
Oh, I could make him sound like an old lady if I wanted to. Oh, hello, dears. Yes, sir.
Now, I tend to pick voices that I think would suit the puppet. Now, I think that my puppet here, Cramp, he's quite energetic because he's got these really cool eyes that can blink. Look. Cool, huh? So I think he's got a voice that's really fun. And he has a great time, yeah. Or something like that. Now, the great part is that there's no right or wrong answers. You just get to play. And that's part of my job, which is pretty awesome.
Is it hard to change your voice?
I've got to be honest with you. Not really. Because I grew up watching a lot of television and movies with people that had amazing voices. So, when I was younger, I used to go and copy people's voices that I heard on TV. So, I used to watch a lot of British TV, so some of my favourite voices are things like, "Oh, I don't mind that one dear," which is the voice of one of my puppets that I'm going to show you shortly. Or even a very fancy voice like that there, if I wanted someone that sounded very upper class, or perhaps they've got an American accent as well, and I just practice because I hear accents and I just repeat them and repeat them and repeat them. And who knows, maybe you'll get a great accent as well if you practice by watching television and copying them back. It's a lot of fun.
How do you control the puppets?
That's a good question. And I'm going to bring up that other puppet I was talking about earlier. Now, this puppet is a very unique puppet. He's one of a kind. His name is Mr. Bieber. Now, you may have already just seen it, but Mr. Bieber has got a mouth that opens like this. There's a little hinge in his mouth that lets me open and close his mouth. He's also got these things called arm rods. Now, Cramp, my other puppet, had little gloves. But this one here, well, instead, he's got little arms that I can move like this by holding on to the rod. And you'll have to excuse me, this one's a little bit dirty. Yeah. So, what I can do is I can move his arms as well as his head. And Mr. Beaver, well, because he's a beaver, beavers don't just stand still, do they? No, they move around a lot. So, my beaver does as well. See, his neck's got a little bit of flexibility, lets me move his neck back and forth. And I like to think that my Mr. Bieber is very curious, so he's always looking around the room, trying to figure out what's going on next.
What's going on here? It's some sort of video device, is it? Well, it's quite fancy, isn't it? Oh, hello, everyone. No, I'm not on frame. Sorry about that. Yes.
Mr. Bieber is a very cool puppet because he looks so lifelike that I'm able to make him a little bit funny by giving him a silly voice.
That's why I've picked this voice here for him. Yeah. And the funny thing is, even though I'm puppeteering him, people don't look at me when he starts moving, because he's a lot more interesting to look at. Yeah. Well, I like to think so anyway, yeah.
Anyway, that's Mr. Bieber, and he's my favourite puppet that I own.
Thanks, Stu. Bye.
Have fun, everyone. Ka kite ano. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Acting with CJ. A big thanks to Billy for being here today.
Yippee!
And a big thank you to Stu for being interviewed about being a puppeteer.
That guy was so cool.
Yeah. Hey Billy, how are you operated?
I'm operated by a man with a blue arm. And when this video gets edited, the arm disappears with special effects.
Amazing.
So it looks like I'm standing all by myself.
Amazing. There's so much cool stuff we can learn about acting. But you'll have to wait and see for the next episode. Bye guys, have a good week.
Bye guys.